So it looks like if Jaguar is truly running out of friends. I am telling you, when it rains, it pours. Or is it karma? Karma is coming around and it's coming around swiftly.
I'm totally done with Jaguar. I'm done. If I talk about it, I'm gonna talk about it. I don't need her on my platform. I don't need to form no type of coalition with her, and I definitely don't need to feel responsible for your well-being. Okay? I don't have to ask my supporters, my followers to help you when I need help, or I'm not telling them. I don't make YouTube my life. I don't bring my personal problems to YouTube. And I damn sure ain't finna keep on helping somebody that don't can be helped. Let me go ahead.
So you guys heard the knot. He is just done. I got a sense that maybe something happened, because for him to be this passionate, just saying that this is it, I'm not entertaining these two anymore, and the passion in which he spoke tells me something might have happened.
I'm totally done with Jaguar. I'm done. If I talk about it, I'm gonna talk about it. I don't need her on my platform. I don't need to form no type of coalition with her.
Karma is coming around and it's coming around swiftly.
Okay? I don't have to ask my supporters, my followers to help. Let me go ahead and help you when I need help, or I'm not telling them. I don't make YouTube my life. I don't bring my personal problems to YouTube. And I damn sure ain't finna keep on helping somebody that don't want to be helped. Let me go.
Well, when it rains, it pours. The knot says he is done with Jaguar. Before, remember guys, he was managing her channel. He was the manager. Well, they decided, both of them, that that's not a good idea because he's too busy and she didn't want him any longer as a manager, but they would collaborate on various projects and they were still speaking. But as of this morning, he said he is done. He don't want nothing to do with Jaguar nor TJ, and they better not call him in the middle of the night like they've been doing. So he went on to say it was coming. It was long coming, and everybody who supported him told him not to mess with Jaguar. So apparently he got very frustrated when he was trying to advise Jaguar not to mention certain people, and she keeps doing it. The one person that he's thinking of or was advising her not to mention is Naisha, because he said by mentioning her name, she's going to blow up, which is true, and it's happening. She is, I believe she's now monetized, right? So Jaguar is not taking his advice, and that's where his frustration comes in. When people get frustrated and you are reaching out to them for advice, and you're not taking the advice, it just shows the person that you don't respect their opinion. That's all it says. He also said he told her not to be on other people's platforms who are not relevant, because she jumped on someone's platform who had about 300 and something subscribers. That person is a small YouTube creator. So Jaguar shouldn't even contemplate jumping on the platform of such a person. This is what he said. But this is where I bear to differ. Now, Jaguar needs money. The bigger content creators are not giving her any money because they're done with her. Wiley said he had no money for her. He got some advice for her. Sean Ivy and Official King Payne washed their hands. They're done. Sean Ivy is even suing her. So they are pretty done, that relationship. So Jaguar have no choice than to jump on the smaller platforms. She has no choice because the bigger ones are done with her. Wash their hands. So I'm sure anybody's platform she jumps on, she can make a deal. The smaller YouTubers who want to blow up, maybe they can throw her $100, $200 just for her sitting there, because they're going to get the views, and with the views, subscribers. With subscribers, they're going to be in the algorithms, and they're going to get their coin. I don't know how much, but they're going to get some type of money from YouTube. But my point is, For him to say, do not mess with smaller content creators because you're going to blow them up, especially Naisha, if you don't mention her, she's going to go away. But guess what? Even if Jaguar did not mention Naisha, she was not going to go away. Because she's a human interest story, right now TJ and Jaguar is on everybody's breath. Everybody's talking about them. You cannot mention Naisha without mentioning TJ and vice versa because they were together for 11 years. So even if Jaguar did not mention Naisha, TJ would probably mention her because it has to do with those kids and where her daughter is going, because her daughter is about to leave Naisha's house to go live with relatives. So somebody's gonna sooner or later mention Naisha. Jaguar does not have to mention her. Naisha has a home on the official Kingpin channel. He brings her on ever so often now because he got a bone to pick with Jaguar, and Jaguar don't like Naisha. So guess what? Your enemy is my friend. That's all that is. Jaguar's enemy has become Kingpin's friend because he and Jaguar are no longer speaking. So I don't agree with the knot when it comes to that assessment that TJ would have gone away if she stopped mentioning her. So he mentioned the money and he said they're making money when she goes on the platform, but she's not making any money. This is true. There's some platforms, Jaguar says she goes on, she doesn't ask for any money. And I guess they don't offer. If you don't ask, you don't get, right? If you do not, people are tight wad anyway. They don't want to release their funds. And if you go on their platform and you don't ask for anything, you're not going to get anything. So I'm sure a lot of these platforms that she's jumping on now, the little ones, she's not getting paid, but yet she's giving them her content. And that's what Tanat is so upset about, because according to him, he was trying to build her brand, but she keeps giving her brand away, giving her content away. He said he watched her with these two guys for months now, giving away her content and not really making money, and everybody else is making money off of her. And he was trying to reverse that to put some money in her pocket. And for some reason, I think he was genuine about it. And so you have to wonder if it's the mental illness kicking in when she doesn't take her meds. We know that she's on lithium because she has mentioned that in the past. Lithium is a very strong medication. So for her doctor, psychiatrist, to recommend lithium and put her on lithium, then we know she must have bipolar or some type of mood swings. So I decided to pull it up. Some information on lithium from Google. It says certain lithium compounds, also known as lithium salts, are used as psychiatric medication, primarily for bipolar disorder and for major depressive disorder. So when Jaguar says she has nothing else except the anxiety and PTSD, so apparently she saw a medical clinician who recommended this lithium that she's been on. Now she says she doesn't take her medication. Lithium, if you've been diagnosed with bipolar disorder, and it's also recommended for major depressive disorder. Now it says here in lower doses, other salts such as lithium citrate are known as nutritional lithium and have occasionally been used to treat ADHD. Now, how does lithium helps a person who is taking it? For one thing, it helps reduce the feeling of mania, excited behavior, high mood distractions, or high elevation of moods. It also helps to treat bipolar episodes. So, with Jaguar, there are times when she's very excited. She speaks quickly, acts very aggressive at times, like if she wants to strike the person who is in her presence. She appears to be very belligerent at times, have episodes of outbursts, uncontrollable behavior. Those are the times I believe she does not take her medication. So I'm continuing to read information on lithium. Your doctor may prescribe lithium for long periods of time, months or even years. The article also said it's important to continue treatment. Why? Because if you stop abruptly, there are side effects. The abrupt discontinuation of lithium can cause withdrawal symptoms such as heightened anxiety. Isn't that what Jaguar said she was diagnosed with? Irritability. We see that all the time in Jaguar. Agitation, another symptom that we see in Jaguar. And the last one is tremors. Now, I haven't seen this one, but that's not to say she doesn't have it because I'm just on the outside looking in. I'm looking at a boob tube at her. I'm not close up to see if her hands are shaking. That's what they mean by tremors. The hands are shaking. Other body parts can be shaken also, but primarily it's the hands that shakes. So we can clearly see where Jaguar is probably bipolar, although she doesn't say it. We can surmise that based on her behavior. So if Jaguar didn't mention months ago that she does take lithium, we would not even know that she has this condition, bipolar. And sometimes it's best to keep your business to yourself. So as of this morning, the Nat says he's done. He does not want TJ nor Jaguar to call him in the middle of the night like they've been doing. He washes his hand. He don't want anything to do with them. I think Denat feels disrespected and Jaguar feels disrespected because I believe whenever Jaguar speaks to Denat in public on national on the internet, he kind of pokes fun and insults her, and he's saying, and his issue with being disrespected is that she does not listen to him. All the advice that he's given her, she does not implement. But yet she wants to call him in the wee hours of the morning for them to collaborate and problem solve. So about a week ago, both of them decided and came to the conclusion that his services are no longer needed because he said he's too busy and she said she does not want him managing her channel anymore. So it was mutually agreed and they decided to meet up on certain projects and do certain things but not officially manage her channel. And that was mutually agreed and they were talking. So something must have happened for him to be so passionate about not communicating with her ever again. So I believe he was trying to help her. Although they had bad blood in the past, sometimes you have to bury the hatchet and move on as adults. So I think his efforts were valiant. But you cannot help someone who does not want to help themselves, nor need help when they tell you they don't need help because they think nothing is wrong with them. You can't help such a person. But this love loss between them is no surprise to anyone because they had blood from years ago and I don't think they quite got over it. So that was still festering. So it was just a matter of time before they fell out again. So it's the end of another relationship for Jaguar. I don't know where this is all gonna end for her. What's her end game? She is stirring the pot and stirring the cauldron every which way. And I'm wondering what is her end game? Or maybe there's no end game. Maybe this is just how she prefers to live the rest of her life, being in constant conflict. But I think unfortunately Jaguar likes to wallow in all this chaos. She functions best, I think. She likes her ego to be soothed. Jaguar does not want the truth. She wants her ego soothed. In other words, lie to her. There's an old saying, lie to me. Maybe I can handle the lies, but the truth I definitely might not be able to handle. But he sounded so hurt and so disappointed, like if she was a pet project, a pet peeve, that he was going to show everybody how he can remake Jaguar and turn her around and get her on the right path, and she was his problem child that he was going to fix. Well, guess what? You can't fix anyone who don't want to fix themselves. But he says he's done. He washes his hand, and he was just yelling, yelling and screaming because he was so upset. So according to Goomba, Jaguar have a lot of money sitting in Philadelphia account. And if that's true, and now I do believe, this is a little sidebar, folks, I do believe now that he was inflating that $60,000 a month. There's no way they were bringing in that type of money and looking all homeless and bumming around when they were driving from state to state. Jaguar even was asking Regina Gold to borrow $40 when she was in, I believe she was in New Mexico visiting friends. She wanted to go across the street and buy something, and she was asking for money. There's no way she would have that money in that account and not use it. So I don't believe there's any money there, and I don't think they ever brought in $60,000. I don't believe it. He would have to show the receipts. But this is kind of disgraceful that Jaguar has let all these young guys taking advantage of her, insult her, belittle her, make her feel and look like if she's nothing. And the only person I can think of right now is Sam. How is he feeling looking at all this crap on the internet? Because she's not melting down in front of Bobby's barbershop now. She's melting down on the internet in various ways. Getting kicked out of these hotels for smoking, God knows what. So Donat said he has collected $100 and something in her name when he was doing the drive, this GoFundMe drive, and his supporters donated that money, although they don't like Jaguar. But because of him and his good name, they donated. Well, he said she can have it. He's not going to touch it. He's not taking a penny. Whenever she's ready to get that money, it's right there sitting for her to access. So a lot of people were saying it was just a matter of time before they fell out because the foundation of their relationship was not on solid ground because they fell out in the past. I don't even think they say I'm sorry for whatever happened in the past. I don't think they ever apologize. So when you're building a relationship based on a shaky ground, it's not going to work. But let's listen to what Donat had to say once again about him and Jaguar being finished as friends, or associates, I should say, because they were never friends. They had a working relationship which made them associates. So let's listen to what Donat have to say once again about being done with Jaguar.
I'm totally done with Jaguar. I'm done. If I talk about it, I'm gonna talk about it. I don't need her on my platform. I don't need to form no type of coalition with her, and I definitely don't need to feel responsible for your well-being. Okay? I don't have to ask my supporters, my followers, help. Let me go ahead and help you when I need help, and I'm not telling them. I don't make YouTube my life. I don't bring my personal problems to YouTube. And I damn sure ain't finna keep on helping somebody that don't want to be helped. Let me go.
So guys, we heard what Donat had to say. He's done with Jaguar. I wonder if Jaguar is done with him. I won't be surprised if she calls him later on, because she's been doing it with Sean Davy, an official kingpin. She has lost her pride. She has no dignity left. She's just need to be in therapy at this point. She really needs therapy because anytime you're groveling and people know you're groveling and you're begging and you're desperate, they will insult you, abuse you, and treat you badly. YouTubers, drop your comments. I'm over and out. Don't forget to hit the like bell, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so as yet. I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you for watching.